Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel I am going to be doing sort of another version of this where I did my top it was 10 movies that I love to watch at autumn time, but now I'm going to do a top 10 movies I love to watch at winter time. So yeah, and obviously there's a lot of Christmas films I love to watch at winter, every December. Obviously I think, well, there's Christmas films I do love to watch, say at the tail end of November, but preferably for the most part in December. And yeah, so there's obviously maybe other films that are set at at the Christmas period, but not necessarily Christmas movies. There's just Christmas sort of in the background sort of thing. And that's all that yeah, just films that are non-Christmas related movies, but just love to watch them at winter for reasons, but also for some other reasons just love to watch these at the winter period. But I'm going to talk about two movies that I don't own on physical media, and I would be interested to know anyone's what anyone's movies they would watch at the winter period, where it's Christmas or non-Christmas related. And I'm planning on doing a top 15 Christmas related movies video, because I did do a top 15 horror films. I would do a top 15 Christmas films videos. So the first one, guys, is the film I end every year on. It's my New Year's Eve tradition. I watch this every tail end of the year to sign off every year, and that's 500 Days of Summer. I absolutely adore this film. One of my favourite films of all time. Love watching this to sign off my year. It's kind of the best film that Woody Allen never directed, really. It feels like a Woody Allen film, but it's not a Woody Allen film, if that kind of makes sense. It's superb, though. I absolutely love the chemistry between Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zoe Deschanel, who I don't think I've seen much of her recently in anything, but yeah, love the whole thing with the it's kind of done in that non-linear sort of narrative, and I love the whole expectations versus reality sequences. Poof, one of my favorite film sequences ever. Absolutely love it, and the soundtrack is beautiful as well. Love the soundtrack with the Smiths, and I think there's Pixies and Regina Spektor is in there as well. Yeah, got a wonderful soundtrack in there as well, and yeah, just the whole yeah, I just think it's just the perfect romantic film as well. And I also love the usage of the song Sweet Disputation by the Temper Trap. Great song. I'm always gonna thank this film for discovering that song as well. So yeah, that is my New Year's Eve tradition, the film I end every year on, 500 Days of Summer. And the other one I'm gonna go for is I'm sure there's another one. Well, I love to, so basically, a lot of the times, obviously, in the UK, over the Christmas period, they will show the likes of The Great Escape or Chicken Run on the Christmas period, and a lot of the Disney movies as well. So one of the Disney films I would love to watch at the Christmas period would probably be Toy Story 2. I remember used to love watching this at, say, Christmas Day or around the Christmas period. One time I remember us as the family would watch this one Christmas Eve on 2008, and it's just one of those great examples of Disney Pixar, but also a great Disney Pixar to watch around the Christmas period. And Toy Story 2, superb. I actually I think it's also one of the sequels I do prefer over the original. As much as I do love the original Toy Story, I don't think there's a Duff movie in that film series, and I think the second one is, yeah, just fantastic. Love the whole villain with what is it? Oh, the main villain in Zurg in Toy Story 2, and then you've got obviously the cowboy guy in there as well, like in as like the villain in a Toy Story 2 as well. Yeah, really cool film, and yeah, great introduction of the characters of like the Barbie dolls, and what else is there? There's God, what else was there in that film? There was like, I think someone called Al's Toy Barn, and Jessie, and Bullseye. Yeah, love the introduction of those characters as well. So that'll be Toy Story 2. And we're getting on to the titles I've got on physical media, and from this box set, from the Bong Joon-ho box set, I'm going to go with this one, just there in it, Snowpiercer. It's the one I'm going to pick for this one. So yeah, Snowpiercer. I think the reason why I love to watch this at the winter period is because, yeah, I just love the whole, like, sort of snowy setting around this, and, you know, with, like, the train and stuff, and I just think, again, like these sort of like passengers, you know, like on this train, are sort of trying to rival with like this crew that are sort of like in demand of like this train company, and they're like taking all these loyalties and stuff, and yeah, whilst they're, a lot of the people like the far back carriages are kind of like and like a bit of a low end sort of thing, and yeah, like I love the whole like sort of like a revenge part of the movie as well, like kind of around Chris Evans's character, John Hurt, and Tilda Swinton, probably my favourite part of the film as well as that villain, and then you've got Ed Harris in there as well, and yeah, great film. There's one other title that I completely forgot to miss in this 10 movies I love to watch at winter time. But you know what? At the end of the video, I will give some honourable mentions, and I'll include that as an honourable mention, definitely. And there's a couple other things I think I forgot to like mention as well. So I'll do some honourable mentions at the end, because I completely slept on that one title, and I don't know why. Lol. But yeah, the other one I would pick as well is Shoplifters, my favourite film of 2018 and one of my favourite films of all time. Superb. And yeah, this takes place like winter time as well. Well, part of it's winter and I think part of it's summer, but I think like the latter part of the film is like at winter time. And I think also I did go and see this at Tyneside Cinema back in November 2018, where this was like shown at winter time as well. So yeah, but absolutely beautiful film, the whole thing with the family orientated drama and stuff, and you know, like this family of like people that are basically just like shoplifting and like things from like this store or whatever else, and like yeah, they adopt someone into their family and stuff, and yeah, it's a really good movie, this one, guys. Fantastic, in fact. And yeah, I just love all the characters. It's just a very wholesome little movie, this one. Got some quite emotional elements to there as well, and I haven't seen this one for a little while. Last time I think I watched this was probably about 5 years ago, I think it was, and I think I actually watched that on Christmas Day 2019, I think it was, so it has been a canny while. So that's some Shoplifters, brilliant movie. And this film I only watched for the first time last year, but it is a film that I definitely would hands down watch at like the winter period. I watched it for the first time like December last year, and I've got a couple of shout outs. It was Jamie Powell, James JT at the movies, and Stephen Real Classic Film Reviews, how I came about this film, and that's Young Sherlock Holmes. And yeah, really good film, this one. Just a really cool film. I think it was kind of like one of the first films that had the usage of like CGI as well, and you know, some great like production design, cool story, and yeah, great like adaptation of like the Sherlock Holmes story as well, with a great cast that of young actors that do a really good job in there. They do put on some really good performances. I can remember the villain being really good in there as well. Yeah, it was nominated at the Oscars for like special effects as well. The very first use of a completely computer generated character in cinema. Yeah, so you've also got Barry Levinson that directs this. Chris Columbus is involved in there, and Steven Spielberg as the executive producer in there as well. And yeah, just a very fun adventure film that I definitely would watch again at the wintery period. Okay, so a film I just watched again recently, and a massive shout out to my great friend Tim Cole, because Tim is a massive fan of this film, as a lot of the other guys are, and I think a lot of other people are as well, for good reason. Stuart is a massive fan of this film. It is a absolutely marvellous film as well, and that is John Carpenter's The Thing. Superb movie, yep. Great to watch this at winter with the setting of like the Antarctic and stuff, and yeah, just the whole thing about the just great characters in there, like McCready, and then you've got Childs, and who's the other one? There's there's a few of the other characters as well. Liz Palmer is in there, and yeah, Fit Doc, yeah, so really cool like characters in there as well, and yeah, some really cool like practical effects, some of the best practical effects that's ever been put to film, period, I think. And yeah, just love the whole like snowy setting of this film as well. Great atmosphere to it. Like, there's a lot of great atmosphere to John Carpenter's films, and yep, it just ticks off all the boxes for like a great horror movie, great sci-fi movie, and a great wintry movie as well. And yeah, just a great film to like watch with like sort of a hot chocolate, and watch this like in the winter season as well. So yeah, that is the wonderful John Carpenter's The Thing. Just superb, great music and great final act in there as well. Quite a bleak, subtle ending, but superb movie, John Carpenter's The Thing. And then we've gone for a winter western, and I picked The Hateful Eight. This was the first time I watched this since 2016, since seeing this at the cinema. And yeah, just a great blend between a wintry film and a western as well. Quentin Tarantino just directs such a brilliant wintry western after Django Unchained, which is also, I believe, a wintry western as well. I knew it is a western, but I think it is set at winter as well, that one. And just an ensemble cast with Sam Jackson, Kurt Russell, Jennifer Jason Leigh, and yeah, Tim Roth, Michael Madsen, Bruce Stern. Just such a stellar cast, man. And yeah, like, I love the whole like mountains and the use of the cabin in there as well. Just and the first time I watched this was like January 2016 as well, and that was like in the winter season as well. So if I ever to watch this film, it would be like at the winter season. And just great character work, man, like there isn't a lot of Tarantino's films. Yeah, just some great backstory sequences to each of the characters and how they came to be at this cabin, and they're all like together and stuff. And yeah, fantastic film, guys. Absolutely love The Hateful Eight. Brilliant. really need a 4K of that, don't we? And then, yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey, one of my favourite films of all time. As like you probably know, guys, I absolutely adore this film. Yeah, like there's not so much like a wintry theme to this one, but it is just one I love to just watch like at this time of year, because I remember watching this like November last year, and there's something about it that just keeps bringing me back to it, like either like earlier on in the year or like later on in the year, like during the winter season. And yeah, just absolutely superb. My second favourite Stanley Kubrick film as well. It is just absolutely craftsmanship, absolutely wonderful, just brilliantly directed, and just the like the practical work that's gone on into this as well, and just everything about it, the whole spectacle scope going for this movie as well. Just it just really delivers on everything. Great usage of characters as well, and just a great film that really defies what makes a superb space opera, really. And obviously we would have the original Star Wars trilogy in years to come after this, but Stanley Kubrick just does this space opera to perfection, and superb classical like song list in there as well. That's 2001: A Space Odyssey, one of the greatest films of all time in my opinion, definitely. And second to last one, and then I've got a couple of honourable mentions, and the other one, guys, we've got is, again, going back to the whole snowy setting, and, you know, like the set at winter time, and, you know, like this taking place like where it's like kind of like I'm trying to think where this is set in again. It's I can't remember the actual setting, because I know I can't remember yeah, I can't remember what the name of the town is set in this one, but it's a really fantastic movie, guys. And the acting in here is some of the best acting I think that's ever put to screen, and that is Misery. Yep, Kathy Bates took home Best Lead Actress, or Best Supporting Actress. Yeah, Best Supporting or Best Leading Actress, sorry, at the Oscars, and rightly so, for the wonderful role of Annie Wilkes in there. And just, you know, like, Annie Wilkes is just not someone you'd want to like mess around with, you know, like definitely just no like messing around with her character, with certain decisions and certain like you know, like certain paths that she like goes in, and she's just has a very, you know, like dark and brooding presence about her character. And yeah, it really just puts Paul Sheldon, played by the late great James Caan, it really puts Paul Sheldon's like character on edge as well at times. But like kind of like it's that build up to Paul Sheldon really wanting to have a make or break situation from this like daunting scenario. And yeah, great side characters in there as well, with that like that main colonel and his wife in there as well, and the guy who runs that bookshop as well. So yeah, absolutely fantastic film. Need to read the Stephen King novel at some point, that is Misery. And the last one, and we've got, again, that is a film that I definitely would choose to watch at like the wintry season, and I think it is absolutely fantastic, guys. I know my very good friends Jordan at Movie Worm is a big fan of this film. Actually, I think Jordan's a big fan of Misery as well. I think both of these movies, I think, are some of Jordan's all-time favourites, and for good reason, guys, because they are both superb films, this one as well, and probably one of the best movies by like the Coen brothers as well. Just absolutely incredible, very dark and riveting stuff in this movie, you know, like with the whole you know, the murders that happens in this film, and you know, some very dark and twisted decisions that happens, like from what's the guy's name, William H. Macy, who really like tampers on like sort of like his own like decision making, that, you know, where his decision making will come back and haunt him in the future. And yeah, that's the film Fargo. And yeah, absolutely superb movie. Just some very mean-spirited characters in this film. Yeah, this was nominated for 7 Academy Awards. I believe who is it? What's her name? Frances McDormand took home Best Lead Actress at the Oscars, and rightly so, for this incredible role in this. And yeah, some fantastic character work in there, and some brutal scenes, and a really great film. A very nitty gritty film at times as well. Has a bit of a grisly feel about it. And I need to get back onto like the TV series at some point as well, because I've heard the TV series is absolutely brilliant. That's got like a different cast for like each season as well. I think I've only got up to season 2, and then I was kind of busy with something else at the time, and I never got back to it, so I would have to get back into the TV series at some point. But just a tremendous film from the Coen brothers, and yeah, one of the best films of the 90s for damn sure. So that is the incredible film Fargo. Brilliant score to that one as well. And just a couple of honourable mentions for like films that are non-Christmas related films I love to watch at winter. And the first one is Shazam. Kind of like a Christmas film, but not a Christmas film, but it is set at Christmas. And yeah, just a fun superhero movie that takes place at Christmas. I could have included Iron Man 3 as well, come to think of it. So yeah, that is Shazam. Really good first film here. And yeah, I didn't bother with the sequel, Fury of the Gods. I've heard that film was pretty pants. I might give that film a watch at some point, but really good to watch that at the Christmas period. And then I just watched this again recently, 101 Dalmatians. Again, great wintry setting for the most part, and the film takes place at like Christmas. In like the last, I think 5-10 minutes is set at Christmas as well. And yeah, just a cracking animated film from 1961. That is 101 Dalmatians. And the last one that takes place at like winter and non-Christmas related, but if I was to ever watch this film, it would be preferably at well, even the Christmas season, but at the winter period as well. And that is my favourite Wes Anderson film, The Grand Budapest Hotel, which I think is absolutely superb, guys. One of my favourite films ever. I should have included this in the main list, preferably, but it is great to still, yeah, like watch this one at winter. And just, again, I love the whole score, the winter vibrancy of like the movie as well, and just, yeah, like the whole like sequence with like the train and stuff, and the skiing sequence there as well, like on those snowy like mountains and stuff. Just a, yeah, wonderful film, and Wes Anderson's like masterpiece in my opinion. So guys, that concludes my video of 10 movies I love to watch at winter that are non-Christmas related, and also a few honourable mentions there as well. I would be interested to know what films you love watching at like the winter season, whereas it is at Christmas, or like at the end of November, January, February. I'm sure there's a lot more movies that I love to like rewatch at like the winter season. I may possibly do another video where I do like another 10 films I love to watch at winter that are non-Christmas related. Probably something along those lines, definitely. So yeah, guys, do let me know some of your films you love to watch at like the Christmas season, wherever it is Christmas related or non-Christmas related. I would love to know all that good stuff in the comments down below. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye.